Hi, I'm Dr. Chris. I'm a practicing chiropractor. I'm the founder of MuscleCare. I see 55,000 patient visits a year in my practice. We understand pain. If you or anyone in your family loves hockey or they're skaters, give them this mini series of stretching, because you know what? They will max their enjoyment and their performance on the ice if they do these stretches before and after they skate. The Super 6 rules to stretch are: warm up, be gentle, no sharp pain, breathe, always do both sides, don't bounce, and always hold for at least 30 seconds or until you feel the muscle relax. Now that you're warm, let's get some relief from our aches and pains in our back, our hips, our legs, so that we can really enjoy the time on the ice skating or playing hockey. Go into your side, stretch ear to shoulder. Do not let the nose tilt down, keep it straight ahead. And then rotate the nose up to the left. You'll stretch the front of the left side of the neck. If you want more, hold your arms behind you for more stretch of the connective tissue of the front of the neck and the anterior chest wall or the front of chest. Do the same on the other side. For the front of chest stretch, your right arm should be perpendicular, parallel to the ground, and you would actually try to hook your hand onto a wall for support. And if you can extend your fingers backward in order to open up the fascia and connective tissue of the forearm and the hand, you'll get a much better stretch all the way up the arm, all the way through the chest. But remember, what you want to do is feet are planted square on the ground, and you rotate your body away from the side you're stretching. That includes your neck. So if your right hand's on the wall, you'll turn your face and your torso to the left. Okay, do the same thing on the other side for balance. For the rotator cuff and the posterior or the back of shoulder, again, right arm across the body, keep the right arm parallel to the ground. Grab the elbow with your left hand, pull it close to your body. Feel that stretch in the back of the shoulder already. And then turn the torso, the face, the neck, everything as far as you can in the direction your fingers are pointing or to the left. Do the same on the other side. Now, for the front of leg or quadricep, we call it stretch, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're standing holding a wall with one hand, the right hand, and then you'll pull your left heel up to your buttock and you'll grab the front of the ankle on the left with your left hand. Try to hold that foot and heel as close to your left buttock as humanly possible, and that's when you go through those Super 6 rules of stretch. Now remember, again, this may be tight, you may not be able to get it all the way there. It's not essential that you touch your heel to your buttock, just as long as you feel the front of leg stretching. Do both sides. Once we want to do our hip flexor stretch, we can roll directly from our front of thigh or quadricep stretch. We can put our right hand on a chair for support. And all we do is, as we want to stretch our hip flexor, it's important that we try to pull our left leg back. So the left thigh, you're trying to get it closer and closer to parallel to the ground as you hinge at your waist and you move forward. So when your body is really doing this well and your hip flexors are stretched out, you'll be able to make a T. Your right leg is on the ground, that's the bottom of the T, and your torso and your left thigh create the top of the T. Put that right foot up so the heel is on a chair. Start with that, keep the leg perfectly straight. Don't bend the leg. You want to stretch the connective tissue in the back of the knee. This is what everybody misses. So if you do that and you're getting used to that at that level, that height of the chair, then start to hinge at the waist and lean your body forward. Don't round the shoulders, don't round the neck, hinge forward. Put more stress on that hamstring to stretch. That's an effective way for those that have, again, balance issues or dizziness or vertigo problems. Next of all, we're going to do a hamstring and back combination stretch. That's where we bend over and touch the toes. Now, feet shoulder width apart and hinge at the waist so that you can drop and relax your whole body. Reach your arms down as far as they go. Let your head hang. Don't tighten up your neck. Let it go. Distract the neck and open up the disc spaces. So again, let your body hang. If you can stay there for 30 to 60 seconds, breathing deeply, that's a fantastic calf, hamstring, buttock, and lower back stretch. Now, reach around out front. Put the left hand on the back of the right one and push away from you, but do not round out. Stay straight. Open those muscles up in the upper back. Stretch them. Keep the head straight, ears over shoulder. 5 to 10 seconds. Repeat that 5 to 10 times. For the wrist extensor and flexor stretch, hold the arms straight. Make sure the elbow is locked. Push the wrist down and use the other hand to pull the forehand toward the body. Keep the fingers straight. Maximize the stretch through the entire extensor surface. Hold that until the burn goes away or that stretch goes away. Then, to stretch the flexors, just simply keep the arm straight, pull the fingers up, push the palm as if it's going forward, and pull those fingers back toward your shoulder. Hold that for 30 seconds, or at least until the burning in the bottom of the flexor muscles go away. If you're doing back extension, back flexion while you're on your hands and on your knees, that's called a tabletop. Start in a tabletop where the spine and the neck are perfectly straight. Then, simply let the tummy drop forward to the ground, arc the back, look up. Let's open up the front of those neck muscles that are tight from looking down at our phones all day. Let's get that extension in the back. So arcing is fantastic. Hold that for 30 seconds. Once you've done that, reverse. Go into a C curve, looking downwards. Again, don't make it hurt. Just gentle stretch. And I'd advise staying in that position for flexion shorter, 15 seconds, and then go back into extension, because that's where you're going to get the most amount of benefit in today's society that we live in. Sit torso 90 degrees to your legs, both legs straight out in front of you. So if we can take the legs out to a V shape, we can actually get the inside groin or adductor muscles and the hamstrings to stretch together. Just lean your palms onto the floor and glide out between the legs, keeping the body hinged at the waist, not rounding out. You can do this standing or lying down, but if you're gonna stand, hold a chair, lift up the right knee to 90 degrees so that the thigh is parallel to the ground, and grab that right knee with your left hand and pull it so it rotates to the side. Try not to twist your upper body. Try to keep your upper body straight ahead, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hip, and twist to the side. You can do this lying down as well if you have balance issues or dizziness problems. For the standing shin stretch, if you've got knee problems and you can't kneel, this is a great stretch. Stand holding a wall, have a chair, have a couch behind you. Keep the one leg, the balanced leg, perfectly straight. Stand up nice and tall. Bend your other knee to 90 degrees. Open the ankle up and get those toes of yours, the top of your foot, on a couch or a chair. That's going to open up the front of ankle. And then what you can do is you bend the supporting leg a little bit if you want to lower yourself down and put more torque, more stretch on those front of shin muscles. That's a great stretch to prepare for walking, running, and any sport going. To do the supine or lying on your back groin stretch, lie flat on your back, arms straight, palms on the floor on each side for balance. Bring your knees, bend them at 90 degrees, keep the feet flat on the floor, touch the knees together, and then let the knees fall out. And if you can just let your ankles roll with it so that the bottoms of the feet touch together and the legs go out, that will open the groin tissues and the hip flexors somewhat. It's a great stretch, especially for those that skate or do hockey, that sort of thing. One of the best hip and spinal stretches you can do is when you sit on the ground, legs out in front, bend the left leg up so that you can lift your left foot over the right knee. Rest the foot flat on the ground and then keep your body at 90 degrees to your legs. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn your upper body to the left and hook your right back of elbow on the outside of the left knee. Make sure that your face, neck, upper back are all twisted to the left, and use that right elbow on the outside of the left leg for leverage. Deep breathing. Make sure you can breathe, because if you can't breathe, you're stretching too much. That is a fantastic stretch, but you're stretching a lot of large tissue, especially in the hips and the gluteus area, so holding that a little longer may be needed. You feeling better? I knew you would. Listen, why don't you continue your pain-free journey by clicking the link in the description below and access my full stretching series and share the relief of pain and stress with friends and family. And you know what? If you really want to feel even better, Why don't you try this? MuscleCare is the new sub-topical, all-natural, evidence-based pain, spasm, and inflammation reliever. You're gonna love it. It's easy to use, simple to put on, no mess, no fuss. It's a roll-on. I'm Dr. Chris, and have a great day.